Welcome to the Deep Dive. We cut through the noise, get straight to the insights.
Hope so.
Today, we're diving into something I think is, well, pretty crucial for almost anyone living today. Focus.
Big topic.
Huge. And we're looking at it through the lens of Cal Newport's book, Deep Work. Some really powerful ideas in there.
Absolutely.
Our mission, really, is to pull out how mastering your attention can seriously impact your productivity, your creativity.
Even your whole career path.
Exactly.
And what's fascinating, I think, is how Newport defines deep work. It's not just, putting in the hours.
Right. It's not just busy work.
No, it's about working without distraction on the stuff that really demands concentration, real cognitive effort.
Okay.
And in this world we live in, with constant pings, notifications, endless scrolling, well, the ability to actually do that kind of deep work,
It feels like a superpower.
it kind of is. It's becoming incredibly valuable, but also increasingly rare. Master this, Newport suggests, and you really set yourself apart.
Okay, so if deep work is the goal, the superpower, what stops us? What's the kryptonite here?
Well, that brings up shallow work.
Shallow work. Okay, what does he mean by that?
Yeah, this is, I think, where a lot of us get stuck. It's things like constantly checking email, bouncing between instant messages, maybe sitting in meetings that aren't strictly necessary.
Stuff that feels productive, maybe, keeps you busy.
Exactly. It feels like you're doing something. It fills the day. But Newport's point is that it often adds very little real value. It doesn't usually move the big projects forward.
Right.
And he warns pretty strongly, actually, that if your whole day is spent just reacting to these things,
Digital noise.
yeah, reacting to the noise,
Yeah.
you'll struggle to create anything substantial, anything meaningful. So the key really is protecting your time and energy for that deep focus stuff.
That makes so much sense. It's easy to feel busy, but not actually achieve much. So how do you do that? How do you protect that time? You can't just wait to feel focused, right?
No, exactly. That's a key takeaway. You don't wait for inspiration or the right mood. You schedule your focus.
Schedule it.
Yeah. Newport talks a lot about time blocking. It sounds simple, but it's powerful. You literally block out specific periods in your day dedicated only to deep work. No distractions allowed during that time.
Like an appointment with yourself.
Precisely. And what's really compelling here is the impact. Sources we looked at suggest even just, say, 90 minutes of truly focused, uninterrupted work each day.
Just 90 minutes.
Yeah, just 90 minutes can move you forward way faster than spending, 9 hours in a state of constant half attention and switching between tasks.
Oh, wow. That's quite a claim.
It is, but think about the quality of that focused time versus scattered effort. It compounds.
Okay, this next idea from Newport really got me thinking. Training your brain with boredom. That sounds completely backwards.
It does, doesn't it? It really goes against the grain of, always stay stimulated. But if you think about it, every time you feel that little bit of boredom, or maybe just a pause between tasks, and you immediately reach for your phone.
Guilty.
We all are. But Newport says each time you do that, you're basically weakening your focus muscle. You're telling your brain it can't handle even a moment of quiet or unstimulated thought. So his insight is, don't give in immediately. Just allow the boredom. Sit with it for a moment. Resisting that impulse to find instant distraction, that is the training.
So enduring boredom actually strengthens your ability to focus later.
That's the idea. It builds mental resistance. It's like lifting weights for your attention span.
Which leads us straight to social media, right? I mean, these platforms are almost designed to break our focus.
They absolutely are. Their business model often depends on it.
So how does Newport suggest we handle that in light of deep work?
Well, his rule is pretty straightforward, maybe even a bit ruthless.
Okay.
Don't use a tool, an app, a platform, whatever, unless it gives you a clear, significant benefit towards your most important goals, both professional and personal.
So you need to justify its existence in your life, basically.
Pretty much. You need to audit your digital tools. Ask yourself, does this really help me achieve X, or is it mostly just draining my time and attention?
That requires some honest self-assessment.
It does. Not every popular app deserves a slice of your limited focus. Be deliberate about what you let in.
So it's not just about getting more done faster. There's a quality aspect, too.
Oh, definitely. This connects to his idea of working like a craftsman.
A craftsman? How so?
Think about someone who takes real pride in their work, honing their skill, paying attention to detail. Deep work allows for that. It's not just about speed or quantity.
It's about the quality.
Exactly. It's about the quality, the care, the meaning you infuse into what you're doing. When you're deeply focused, you naturally produce higher quality results. You solve harder problems. You create better things.
It's a more satisfying way of work, too, I imagine.
Much more. There's a satisfaction in mastery and producing something you're genuinely proud of, which shallow work rarely provides.
Okay, so pulling it all together, these ideas from deep work, they really do feel like a practical roadmap. How to reclaim focus, how to do work that actually matters in this, well, frankly, chaotic world.
Hmm. And thinking bigger for a second, it makes you wonder, right? Beyond just being more productive, what could you actually create? What skill could you truly master if you consistently carved out that time for deep, undistracted effort?
Yeah, the potential feels significant.
It really does. The innovations, the art, the breakthroughs that could come from that focused space.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
what's the one thing that really stands out to you listening? Is there maybe one task, one project this week that you could approach differently?
Yeah.
Treat it more like a craft, less like just another chore to get through.
Yeah, maybe just try protecting, say, 1 hour. See what happens.
Exactly. Consider how even a small shift, just guarding your focus a little more fiercely, might actually lead to some pretty profound and maybe unexpected results.